Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Julie and I mostly make videos surrounding topics such as music, makeup, as well as mental health. Today's video is makeup related. I have never done blue brows before, but to go with the makeup look I'm gonna do today, I figured why not try it out, and I actually like them. So let me know what you think in the comments if I can pull off the blue brows, because it was something different, you know? I just get sick of filling them in with a brow pencil. But anyway, what we're all here for today is a review of the Colourpop High Tide palette. This is a pressed powder palette. It has some shimmers in it, but no glitters. I did already use it one time. I used it yesterday, so this isn't a first impressions, but this is what it looks like. So you can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5. There's 5 mattes and about 4 shimmers, although this one looks like a partial shimmer. So there's a mix of blues in here, some grayish tones, and then some shimmers that go along that color scheme. I guess it doesn't really specifically match this royal blue or teal I used in my brows. This color is not from the palette, but I actually just recently purchased some stuff from Ulta, like, everything just domino effect just fell down on my desk. But anyways, I got the blue mascara from Colourpop, which I'm gonna do on my bottom lashes for this look, and I really, really like this. My red mascara from Colourpop is very dried out, but this one was super nice. So I'm gonna prep my eyes and then we'll get into the look because I have to clean up what just fell over. Give me one sec. Okay, we are really uncomfortably close up, and I know my brows are asymmetrical, but they always are. So I just put some concealer on. I'm gonna use my Sigma E38 diffused crease brush, and I'm gonna go in with the shade Urchin. It's this shade right here. It's like a deep blue, but it still has some turquoise-ish elements to it. So I'm just gonna dip in with this brush, and I'm not gonna go too close to my mirror because I know I will just wash out. So hopefully you all can see okay that I am simply just building this color up into my crease, and it's pretty pigmented. I mean, I know I messed around with this palette yesterday, but I used New Wave, which is a lighter blue, for my crease shade. I'm just gonna jump around and do the other side as well. Can you see me okay? Okay, good. It's so challenging to do my makeup on camera. But yeah, I mean, blues typically are pigmented because blue is a pretty deep color, so hopefully this is going on okay. I'm trying to use a light hand and windshield wiper motions, but I'm no makeup artist. I just like to get in there, and yes, I need my mirror on full blast with the lighting today, so hopefully that doesn't agitate anyone too much. I do notice there is a lot of kick up, but I'm not particular about that. Funny story with kick up recently, in one of my palettes, red got into like a gold shade and made it like an orange shimmer. I honestly like it better. I'm happier with it. But yeah, you just essentially are taking your time blending into your crease, and I have slightly hooded eyes, so I blend my crease up pretty high. I also want something for my wing liner to stick to, and yeah, and you can put your hand a little further out on the brush to, you know, go in less harsh, although my looks are always harsh. That's how I operate. Okay. So there's that. And yes, a lot of people would go back and forth and whatnot. Nah, I'm good. There is a very dark shade in here. I'm scared of how this is going to look, but I am just going to put wing liner over it anyway. This is just for the sake of the video using this shade, essentially. So we're going to use a pencil brush. This is the Sigma E30 pencil brush. We're going to go in with the shade Lunar. It is the darkest shade in the palette. It looks like a grayish black, essentially. I'm not really sure how it will look on my eye, but I figured it would have a blue-ish hue to it because this is a blue-themed palette. It looks kind of grayish black, in all honesty. And I'm just going to blend this into the corner, and I don't even think you'll be able to see this and when I have the end result of the look, because I'm gonna do wing liner. I have to. I'm me. That's just, we have to. That's how Jules does their looks, so. It's hard not getting up close to the camera, but I don't want to turn white as a ghost. I'm hoping you all can see this okay when I go back and edit it. But I am not someone who taps the excess off my brushes often, unless it's like a super, super pigmented shadow. I like to just get the most of the pigment and then worry about blending later. I just think that works better. So actually this is more of a black, but it's not like a true like deep matte black. It definitely has a bluish hue to it, which is nice, but I'm just bringing it up because as you can see, since my eyes are slightly hooded, bringing things up higher seems to help balance that out. And I also just want to make the most of the shades for a tutorial. When I do looks during the week, I do not do that. I probably use like 1 or 2 shades in a look and just call it a day. But hopefully that's good. And I like to go in with a makeup wipe, so even though that looks like, well, Julie, what the heck did you do on your eye? Well, I'm going to go in with a makeup wipe. It'll all be okay. So last up, I'm going to use the shade Must See. So I'm going to use Must See, which I did use yesterday, but I did Free Floatin', which is a silvery shade in the palette, in the inner corner. I'm not getting that complex today. I really just, with my finger, want to put this on my eyelid and call it a day. I really am a fan of putting shimmers on the lid with my finger. It's just easier. I was messing around with a brush with this palette yesterday and wasn't getting the pigment I wanted. Again, I don't credit that to, oh, this palette's bad, because I don't think it's that at all. I just think that a lot of shimmer shades work better with your finger. Like, you can't argue with that. That looks wonderful. It looks absolutely wonderful. This is really exciting. So before I cut off and do my false lashes and stuff, I'm going to do one more shade. And then I'll go from there. But I just want to get this shimmer on nice. I always pack the shimmer a little higher than where my eyelid stops, again, because of the slightly hooded eyes. So there we go. If you watch a typical tutorial, they're going to go in like 1,000 times and really blend out. We don't have the patience for that, so we just gently go back in. And like I said, I'm going to go over all of this with eyeliner, so why am I going to stress myself out? But I do like this blue. I think this blue in my crease is really pretty. I'm going to take Currants. I'm going to take Currants today. It's this very light blue. It's like a blue-green. It almost looks like a seafoam green. I'm taking it on a Sigma smudge brush. This is the E21. And I'm just placing that up here. Oh, cool. Yeah, so I'm kind of over the whole transition shade thing. This is what I do. If I want to add a shade and also have something for the point of my wing liner to stick to, I'll just throw something like this on top. And since this brush is so tiny, it actually does help to blend out the other color. Ooh, I feel like I'm at the beach, but for emo people. So this is nice because like this brush is just so precise. It does the work for you. If I wasn't on camera, I would be getting really, really close to the mirror for this. So hopefully I did okay, despite not getting too close to the mirror. Okay, I guess for the sake of this, I'll go back in one more time with this, like they teach you to, and take your time with blending and blah blah. For the sake of my tutorial, fine. Okay, fine. And there we go. It looks like a hot mess right now, but it will get cleaned up. You can also always take your Sigma E40 and pretend like this does something. Maybe it does. I don't know. I'm not a makeup artist. I don't know. I just feel like, oh, I did a thing. Okay, when I come back, I'll have mascara, lashes, blah, and we'll finish up the eyes, because the eyes is the whole tutorial and all I'm really going to do on camera. So I'll see you guys soon. Hey, okay, I did most of my makeup already. I'm just going to do my under eyes. I'm going to take that shade Urchin, which is what I used in my crease. I'm going to use a pencil brush. This is the same one I used a dark color with, so hopefully it doesn't deposit on it too much. But I'm just going to go under my eye with this shade which I didn't expect it to drag down that much, but that's fine. I actually like having a look that dramatic where the shade goes pretty far down. I think this is just really pigmented, so it makes sense, but I can also blend it out. So I'm just placing this under my eye. This side it dragged down way more, so I have to make it match on this eye and not be afraid to let it drag down. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that shade Lunar and I'm just going to stamp with this brush. So Lunar is that really, really dark shade. Hopefully this doesn't make it a big, muddy mess. And just add some depth to my eye. I'm not going super close to my mirror, so this is challenging. Well, it made it a little bit darker, so I guess I should probably blend that, right? As they instruct us to do, to blend. Blendy, blendy, blend. Okay, wonderful. Now I'm going to take my Sigma E40, doesn't have anything on it, and I'm just, wait. This is my Sigma E38. Ah, I didn't mean to do that. Well, it still is very similar to the E40, so it's okay. It's all good. There we go. I didn't have my E40 out, so I got a little confused there. I'm going to take this shade Free Floatin' on my finger, and I'm going to use this in my inner corner. Ooh. It works a lot better with my finger than when I used a brush yesterday. And we also want it to be connected, so bring it down like a real mer person. Woohoo! Here we go. I'm just going to throw some blue mascara on here off camera and then I will come back all wrapped up for you guys. Hello, I did it. Here is the finished look. Here it is. Just so you get a better idea. Here's my review of the Colourpop High Tide palette. I think this look is very cute and the colors were pretty easy to work with. They were not patchy. The shimmer is definitely pigmented enough, and so was the other shimmer that I used for inner corner highlights. So I used, what, like 5 of the shades out of the 9 for this tutorial, so I think that makes it pretty accessible for you to decide if you want this palette. I believe it was like $14 or $15, which isn't bad for this many shadows. It's also nice because these small palettes are easy to pack if you're traveling and still want to do like a really blown out fun makeup look. I definitely love blue looks. They're one of my go-tos, so I was really excited to just throw something like this together for a video. Colourpop is probably one of my favorite makeup brands anyway. I will say my blue mascara, I got some down here, but I tried to just clean it up a little, you know? We're not perfect. But anyway, I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more footage here than I planned on, so I'm going to stop talking right now. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like if you enjoyed it. I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel as well. You can follow me on my Instagram. It's Julie_counseling. My Facebook page will also be linked in the description box down below, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye, all.